So OPPO has continued its cycle of launching smartphones for the Kenyan market, and for the first time, they're including true wireless earbuds. So let's unbox them and have a little conversation about them.
I don't know what's your experience with earbuds, but personally, I've been using a couple of earbuds. First, I had some Samsung wireless flex. They were called Samsung wireless flex earbuds. They weren't truly wireless because there was a band running between the buds connecting the two sides. So you had to hang it around your neck. It was about Kenyan shillings 6,000, I believe. I used them for about 4 months before one side just stopped working, and that was it for me. I went to Samsung and they told me those ones aren't repaired easily, so there was nothing they could do. I also had the JBL E25, sort of similar concept with the Samsung, because you had to have the cable around your neck. Those ones got lost during Avengers Endgame. We were making noise at the theater and somehow they fell down. I didn't realize, and theaters are always very dark, so I lost them. Then I had the Xiaomi Redmi AirDots. The Xiaomi Redmi AirDots were the best earbuds I'd ever bought up to the time that I was getting them. So I really loved them. They were really cheap compared to other earbuds. You know, most earbuds start at 8,000 and above. True wireless earbuds start at around 8,000. So for the 3,000 shillings I paid for the Xiaomi AirDots, I felt like it was a really, really, really good deal. After the Xiaomi AirDots, I got the Galaxy Buds from Samsung, which I've really loved and I continue to love and use every day. The pairing process has gotten much better. The ambient sound mode, which allows you to listen into the environment around you, has gotten really good and is now independent of each bud. Pairing to a laptop is very easy. The only problem with them is that they don't pair with multiple devices, so I have to use it with one device. Though the pairing process with Samsung phones, it's really, really fast and really good. So now here we have the earbuds from OPPO. They're called the OPPO Enco W31, which is quite a long name. And I wonder why OPPO decides to have such a long name for a pair of buds. Inside, we've seen you get the USB-C cable, and on the other side, you get the ear tips. You only get 2 extra pairs of ear tips. I wish one of them was bigger. I feel like these will be small for my ears, but I'm not sure.
I don't know why OPPO is justifying the 7,999 price tag, literally 8,000. But these are the best designed earbuds that I've come across in a long while. I know I have the Galaxy Buds, and the Galaxy Buds are really good, but that case and this case, I feel like this is the best case I've ever touched on an earbud for earbuds. This looks and feels really, 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 really good. This was really good, yes, but it's thicker and heftier, and I feel like if they did this, it will be much better for me. This feels slimmer, although the camera might not show it really well. This feels slimmer and sleeker, fits in the pocket much better than this. So I prefer carrying this.
So the pairing process is quite simple. You open the case and then it automatically gets into pairing mode. I expected a pop-up on the phone, but I am not seeing that. But anyway, if you go under Bluetooth and your Bluetooth is on, you will see the OPPO Enco W31 as available for pairing under the settings. So you hit it and it will be paired to your device automatically. you don't have to pull the earphones from the case for pairing mode to occur. There's also that small button inside, which when you hit will show you, will reset so that it can pair with other devices. Also, a good thing is you can hold the case in whatsoever manner and the buds will not fall out of the case because of the magnetic attachment.
Also, the difference in prices is that this one starts at 16,000, this one starts at 8,000, so half the price. These ones can do 6 hours of listening time on one go with one recharge. This one can do 3.5 hours of listening time, but you can recharge them. Let me just confirm that you can recharge them about 5 times from the case, so that's good. And I feel like I really like the design of this. The other good thing about this is that the included charging port is USB Type-C, so not carrying an extra micro USB cable. Micro USB cable should be dead. So with the OPPO A92, if you get the OPPO A92 and you buy these earbuds, one charger for everything, and that works. There's no wireless charging here. Something I've really loved with the Galaxy Buds is that I can just place them on the wireless charger and they'll start charging. And that works for me really well. And if I'm outside and they're dying, I can always just place them on top of the Galaxy Note 10 and they will charge. But since we're cutting costs and all that, there's no wireless charging here. There's also no wireless charging here, so you can't do reverse charging with this. But there's longer battery from the case, longer promised battery from the case. When you open them up, the presentation is also really, 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 really good. This looks really good. I love that it's magnetic, so the earbuds are held by magnets, so they won't fall off. I love that the case also is magnetic, so opening up has some resistance to it, so it won't easily open up. I love that there's a reset button included in the case, so you can always tap that reset button to unpair and to pair with new devices. I also love the feel of the buds. I don't like that they're long, but I understand that the length helps with microphone and you can make calls and there's noise cancellation for phone calls. So I understand the reason for the length, though I feel like that makes them look like AirPods, black or sort of, what's the name of it? Metallic, this sort of metallic colors. But I understand that this is OPPO's design and they feel confident about this design, so it works for them. I love that the charging process is quite fast, so you put them in the charger and they'll charge up quite fast. I love that there is in-ear detection, so when you remove them, the buds will know that they've been removed from the ear, and when you place them back, they'll know that they've been placed back. I love that there's dual microphones for the cancellation during voice calls. I also love that the pairing process is really, 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 really fast. I didn't know it was that fast. I expected it to be quite slow. But then while pairing them up and testing them, I was amazed. The pairing process is really, really fast. So you open them, you open the case up and it's already paired to the phone. It's already connected to the phone. That works really well. They're also quite comfortable, though immediately you place them in the ear, you realize that it blocks out a lot of sound. So right now I want to try and play music and hear how they sound. This is the first time. Okay, so the sound is sort of, I feel like it's very low and I've added the volume to maximum. Maybe I should change the ear tips. Okay, it's me. The volume goes way up. I feel like the sound signature, I don't know how to describe sound, but yeah, they sound quite good, but there's sort of distortion. I don't understand how to explain this, but they don't sound as good as the Galaxy Buds for me. They feel like the sound quality is lower. I don't know if it's just the first experience, but Okay, if you hold them inside quite well, if you push them inside quite well, the sound is good. So maybe I'll have to change the ear tips so that they stay in place quite well. I don't feel like they will fall off anytime soon, unlike the Galaxy Buds, which when you try eating or chewing or not placing them correctly, they'll fall easily, though they are really comfortable. These ones are quite comfortable, yes, but I also don't feel like they'll fall down anytime soon. That's quite good. I'm trying to do the in-ear detection to see if it will continue playing. Okay, it pauses immediately you remove them from the ear. That's really, really good. The Galaxy Buds will never pause when I remove them from the ear. They'll just continue playing. And I hear they work for other people. When they remove them, they stop playing. But for me, they always just continue playing. When I return them back, okay, so when I return them back, they don't continue playing. But when I remove them and they were playing, they stop playing immediately. That's really good. There is touch controls, but I don't know how to use the touch controls. I don't know where to tap, but I saw that they're shown somewhere how you can use them. So quick match. So to tap, you have to touch this part. Okay. Tap the right earbud to play or pause music and double tap the left bud to switch to sound effects. They will autoplay and pause if you remove them, though the autoplaying isn't quite working for me. And they have sound effects between bass, dynamic, and all that. So let's get them back in. Okay, so the touch seems to be working, but it has called up Google Assistant. Okay, so I don't know how to make it work. Do you tap here? Do you tap here? I don't know how to do it. Okay, so I'm yet to learn how to make to tap to play and tap to pause. But I guess I'll learn that. It's a learning curve. I hope it's not a problem. Maybe it's just that I'm on camera. Things don't always work on camera quite well. Anyway, they sound really good. They sound quite good. They're not. It's not a bad voice signature. It's not about bad sound signature. It sounds quite good. I love that if I remove them, they stop playing. I'm sure if I add them back, they should start playing, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe it's the music player. I'm using Apple Music, so I don't understand. What I'd hoped for, I had hoped there was an app for them, though I haven't been notified by the phone to download any extra app for them. So I guess OPPO has inbuilt the functionality on ColorOS. So that's why when I connect it to either the Reno 3 or the new A92, it also recognizes and has the option for software updates and all that. So it's inbuilt into the phone, which will make it hard to use with other Android phones. But I'll explore that later on. So yeah, I think they're quite good. The USB-C included cable is quite good, and the design of it feels really good. I love that they can fit into any pocket easier than most of the buds I've used. I had the Redmi AirDots. The case was thicker. It was micro USB, so this one is much better than that, though the Redmi AirDots were much cheaper. Okay, guys, so that's it. These are the Enco W31 earphones. They're quite good. This is the OPPO A92. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on either of these devices, both of them, and would you be getting them for 8,000 and 30,000? And yeah, subscribe.